Picture this. Your partner is curled up on the couch, struggling through another tough day with extreme worries. You're standing there, feeling helpless, desperately wanting to make it all better. Here's something that might surprise you. The pressure you feel to fix everything is actually making things harder for both of you. Today, I want to share two specific relationship needs from the seven universal relationship needs that can completely transform how you support your partner during their darkest moments. And the best part is, these aren't complex therapy techniques. They're simple human ways of showing up that anyone can learn and practice. Let me share a story. Sarah came home to find her boyfriend Mark sitting in darkness. She could tell his worried mind was hitting hard that day. Her first instinct was to suggest solutions. Maybe you should call your therapist. Have you been taking your medication? Mark just sank deeper into the couch and said, I feel like such a failure. That's when Sarah realized her suggestions were making him feel worse. This is where one of the seven universal relationship needs becomes powerful: acceptance. A worried mind often carries shame. Your partner's thoughts are already telling them they're not good enough. When you respond with acceptance, you counter that voice of shame. You're saying there's nothing wrong with you for struggling. And here's why acceptance matters so much. All seven relationship needs are in a hierarchy like Maslow's pyramid. Acceptance actually carries five of the seven relationship needs. Without it, your partner can't feel appreciated, connected, it even desired. If acceptance is missing, every attempt at connection will feel hollow or forced. But when acceptance is present, it creates fertile ground for all the other needs to grow. Only then does attention have space to truly exist. So instead of saying you need to think more positively, try saying, I can see you're really struggling right now, and that's okay. Or instead of everyone gets stressed, you just need to relax. Try, this feels really overwhelming for you, doesn't it? The first responses carry a message that your partner should be different than they are. The second set accepts their current reality without judgment. Acceptance doesn't mean you stop encouraging healthy habits. It simply means your love is not conditional on them being better. It's about being with them as they are. The second need that makes a huge difference is attention. A worried mind often whispers, you're invisible. Nobody cares, end quote. When you give real attention, you provide evidence against those lies, end quote. The next time Sarah found Mark struggling, she didn't turn on the lights or start suggesting solutions. She sat down beside him and said, I noticed you've been carrying a lot lately. Do you want to tell me about it? She listened without jumping in to fix things. She asked gentle questions and reflected back what she heard. Later, Mark told her it was the first time in weeks he'd felt truly heard. I'll give you another example. Jessica's husband Tom carried a lot of anxiety. At first, Jessica tried to fix everything. She bought books, suggested yoga, reminded him about breathing exercises. Tom felt pressure to get better and started hiding what he was going through. When Jessica shifted to acceptance and attention, everything changed. During anxious moments, she'd sit with him and say, this is really scary for you right now. I'm right here. When Tom apologized for being anxious again, she responded, you don't need to apologize for this. I love you through it. Over time, Tom opened up more instead of shutting down. He started therapy because he wanted to, not because he felt forced. And their relationship felt lighter, more connected. So, how do you put this into practice every day? With acceptance, use normalizing language like you're going through a tough time instead of you're being negative. Validate feelings with words like I can see this is important to you. And avoid comparisons. Never say, at least you don't have it as bad as someone else. With attention, create regular check ins, not just are you okay, but how are you feeling today? Notice small positive changes. You seem to enjoy that movie tonight. And most importantly, be fully present during these conversations. No multitasking, no phones, no distractions. Here's the truth: meeting these needs doesn't make a worried mind disappear. Your love can't eliminate stress, fear, or anxiety, and that's okay. Your role isn't to be a therapist or a cure. Your role is to be a safe, loving person who helps your partner feel less alone. Think of it this way: if your partner had diabetes, you wouldn't expect love to cure it, but you could learn about it, support their management, and be understanding when they're not feeling well. A worried mind works the same way. Your acceptance and attention create a safe emotional foundation. That foundation makes everything else easier. It makes it easier for them to be honest, easier to seek professional help, easier to practice self care, and easier to hold on to hope. And don't forget your own well being. You can't pour from an empty cup. Set boundaries when you need to. You can be supportive and still take care of yourself. If this message resonated with you, please like and share this video with someone who might need it. Leave a comment with your own experiences supporting a loved one through a worried mind. I'd love to hear from you. And remember, these approaches work best alongside professional support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.